Well, hello! Good morning! Welcome to the first session of Igat's Yapping. Honestly, I did not think about what I'm going to say when I hit the record button, but here we are! So, let us start with some introductions. I am Igat. I wanted to try this hobby for my semester break. So here we are. So, well, this is going a lot more worse than I was expected, but, well, we gotta have a rocky start, or if not, it's better than a no start. So, this is basically an unedited version of me talking, just yapping about. That's where the name comes from. I'm not that sure how long this series is going to fall, or even if it's going to be a series. Who knows? This might just be my only video, and the next one will just never come. Who knows? I still plan to maybe make this a weekly thing, or maybe if not just a daily thing, but I doubt that will happen. But before we go to all the details, let's start with some clarifications to say. Why am I doing this? The first reason is I'm bored. I've got nothing else to do in my free time, so might as well just record me yapping about. The second reason is for me to make progress in this world, or in this Minecraft world, because I have been slacking about and I wanted to make some good progress, or try to give a reason for me to make progress. The third reason is, of course, to share this world with all of you, since I've been building this for close to a year now, and the only people that have seen it in depth actually are the people in this server, but those are dwindling down. Now we only have the owner and me, myself. That's all the reasons that I can think of. Mostly it's just because I'm bored. So this session will just be me talking and introducing this world to you viewers. In the future, I just might build and just talk on the side, just, you know, some relaxing chit-chatting. Who knows whether my voice is even relaxing or not. So, for those people who are not my friends that are watching this, hi, I'm from Malaysia. I shall not disclose my age, though most of y'all probably know. What else can I say? Man, I really did not think this through. Okay. Let me think. What else can I say about myself? You know what? Let's stop saying things about myself, and I'll quickly cut to the introduction of this world. Now, I've started this world in what? 11 months ago. Next month is going to be my 1-year anniversary in this world. Oh, not in this world, in the server, I should say. Oh yeah, sorry if my voice is a bit different. I'm having flu, though that does not stop my yappiness. I joined, I can't remember the exact date, but I joined looking for a creative server, or creative realm on Bedrock Minecraft, and I eventually found it. The owner, or as known as Shadow, that's an AG name by the way, if you're watching this, hello. No hard feelings. He invited me into this world and I joined, and I've been building here ever since. There's nothing much else to say. There's a lot of secrets in this world that I won't show right now, but hopefully we can bump into those in the future sessions, if there are future sessions. So let's start with the house where it all began. It's this structure right here. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Of course, all of this is built in creative. I have no patience to build in survival. When it all started here, I'm actually not sure whether this is going to be very laggy in the footage. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully there's no audio issues. Oh. So it all started down here, where, as you can see, this is a drug lab. I was very immature back then to actually make this. Looking back on it, this was a really bad idea. But humble beginnings. A small house that eventually led to this huge city. Next is this area here. I just continued on this path towards here, and we have in my opinion, the most relaxing part of the city. I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgic speaking, although it's not really nostalgic. It's only been like less than a year since I built this. But this is when I actually started trying to build nice things. Over the sessions, you can see how my buildings have improved. I can see here it's just basic shapes and basic colors. But eventually I started trying texturizing the buildings, or like you can see the stairs. If any of you guys can recognize this movie reference here, please do say so. It took the owner of this server a few months to recognize this reference, but he eventually got that. If you go up here, this is the next section I built. I would say it's a nice section. I've got not much comments left. Oh lord, this is cringy. I can hear myself talking right now, and I cringe at myself talking. But you know what? I've got to start somewhere, and that somewhere is now. If you can go down here, Shadow built this, the owner. This a mini disco-esque room. Looks more like a torture chamber, but it works. Got dancing people here. Next, I actually don't remember what I built next, but we can go down here. All of these are actually interconnected. You can see if you go inside here, you can go up there back again. There's a trapdoor leading towards that area. And if you go here, it's what I would like to dub the European section of the city. The city, oh, I should have introduced this first. The city's name is New Babylon. Actually pronounced New Babylon. It was a joke among Malaysians, where Babi means pig, or a very insulting term. So I named the city New Babylon. Not that funny, but brings back memories. If you go here, we have another section where I put these crates. Boy, I'm bad at explaining this stuff. I wonder how you guys actually gonna watch this. Maybe you're gonna put this on the side while you're doing stuff, or maybe when you go to gym, listen to what I have to say. Though I probably offer nothing to value on what I say. I don't even know whether it's going to be entertaining or not. Hopefully it is, or one or two people find this entertaining. Let's talk about the tower, shall we? Since I've got nothing else to talk about. This tower took about a week to build, and inside is completely hollow. I'll show you that. I'll show you guys later, if I remember. If I don't, well, that's that. Let's go to the other section. I'll fly. I'm too lazy to walk. So this, after I built that area, I think I built this area over here, where it's more like the second zone of my city. And if you go inside here, it leads to a mini cyberpunk district, where none of the buildings make sense architecturally, but somehow it still stands, it still exists. Like, the one thing that bothered me about cyberpunk buildings is that it looks so cool, but it can never exist in real life. Like, bro, if you live in one of these buildings, you'll be depressed. Like, imagine going to a building that's no windows and it's just all cement, but the outside is full of neon LEDs. Like, that's light pollution right there. So if you go outside back here, it can lead to the next skyscraper. Although that's not a good view. Go inside here. Oh, go up here. Another cyberpunk mini district. Nothing much to say here. I wanted to try to make this more colorful. That's why I tried to implement pink and blue and green. It worked to some effect, but it's not my best product, but it still serves as a nice mini district. But the highlight is up here, down this boring staircase, up the what do you elevator, I guess. Go up here. This is one of the main highlights of New Babylon, which is the big cyberpunk district. As you can see, all the buildings here are not architecturally correct. It's just shapes, random shapes, all combined together with high, what do you call this? High, not highways, overhangs or tubes, tunnels leading to nowhere. All of these interiors, but all of these buildings have zero interiors. Only 10% of New Babylon have interiors. I'm not really doing a good job explaining this city towards you, but in the future you'll learn more. You don't have to learn everything in one day. Oh yeah, we can show you what inside looks like. There you go. It's all empty, literally. There's no interiors, zero, and it's just a hollow shell. Well, some of these have interior, just not all of it. Most of it, I would say. Let's go back if I can fit. Come on. Okay. Next, we can take you to the back side of New Babylon, or the side that I've been working on recently. If I can remember how to get there. What's over there? I think. Okay, here it is. This is what I call the poor people area, where the buildings are not that aesthetically pleasing, but it feels very messy and dirty, which is what was the vibe I was trying to aim for. You can see here. It feels very, how do I say this? It feels very populated density. That's not the correct term for it. It feels very dense. Like everything is packed together. This is what I envision poor standards in Babylon. Cause everything else you can see it's very spreaded out. Not actually, it's not really that spreaded out, but it has like roads and paths connecting towards it, but this is all just connected together with like one block leading, or ladders leading to the next level. But if we go out here, we got a fancy mansion with a boatman here. We can try to click on him, teleport, and there you go. You come back here. So one thing that we have in the server is NPCs that our server owner generously provided. Man, I'm not speaking good today. But you know what? With this series going on, I bet my speaking will improve. Hopefully it improves. If not, it'll be like bad milk aged like wine. No, that's not the saying. Bad milk aged like fine milk. I forgot the saying. Fine milk aged like wine. Wine. You know what? Doesn't matter. Let's go on to the next area, which is these bags. These are also the poor people area, but it's slightly more luxurious since we have a floating island, or what I would call the deity of Babylon, or Babylon. I have to get used to saying that now. This is basically one of the deities, one and only deities of Babylon, where there's a secret hidden future here. Maybe I'll show you that in the next sessions, but I can't be bothered now since my flu is starting to get worse. But I have not sneezed as of yet, so hopefully it stays that way. So if you go down here, not down here, maybe next to it, we got another European styled buildings with a tiny room at the bottom here. This is one of my recent buildings where I just tried to create a very messy room, and I think I succeeded with all the textures, the random furniture, the random blocks, and suddenly sugarcane here. it's one of the rooms, or not, you can't really say rooms. It's one of the buildings I'm really proud of. And I wish I can build like this all the time, but unfortunately I can't. Next, let's go here. This is another cyberpunk inspired section, if you could call it, section or area, where everything is densely packed together, but it's not really the poor people area, it's just densely packed, but it's filled with, how do I say this, like, you know those drug dealers who are very sketchy, but not poor at the same time? Yeah, it gives off that vibe. I'm not really sure if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Next, we can go over here. Small zone in Babylon, Zone 3. Where I just built this for fun because I have nothing else to do. This was one of the early builds where I completed this in about 2 weeks, 1 week. Not that sure the exact time frame. But here it is. How do I... Man, I can't talk properly today. But I shall persevere through. We have one of the most interesting NPCs here, named Cobbler. You can guess who is it inspired by the items he's selling. He's basically selling drugs. So if you take his drugs, you basically gain superpowers. At the same time, you get nausea and blindness. You get super speed and jump boost. This was one of the many interesting NPCs that New Babylon have. But that's for us to figure out to find out in the next sessions, because I don't really want to tell you guys everything about New Babylon in the first episode. I want you guys to, like, from session to session, learn a bit by bit, not all in one go, because that would be boring. I got nothing much else that I want to show in this session. Maybe I can show one of the secrets, or one of the many secrets that Babylon have, which is this. With the use of powdered snow, we can create a sneaky entrance towards the library, where this is one of the small secrets of Babylon. Nothing interesting here, just a plain library, but I wanted to experiment with powdered snow a bit and glass, so it feels like it's mirrored. If only those two chickens was down there, this could have been way better. But this was done in the early days too. I can't remember when, but this was I can't remember when. This was when powdered snow just came out, I think. Hopefully I'm correct on that. Nothing really interesting here. I just wanted to show one of the many examples. So there's no way out other than flying. If I can fit through the hole. Oh god. Okay. So, with that said, let's continue on to what I'm going to do in the coming sessions, which is just building and talking. Talk about whatever I want to talk about, or argue with myself about whatever I want to argue about. Maybe in the future episodes I might just invite someone, who knows. Though I don't know who to invite. I've got no friend that plays Minecraft. Other than the server owner, of course. If he's down, sure, why not? I can introduce you to the mysterious figure called Shadow. So, for today's session, I would like to continue building in this area. I have not finished it yet, though I've done some of it. I can see there's this area that's missing a chunk of it here. After I finish that chunk, I plan to develop this red rectangle here into a sort of like a skyscraper, if I have the mood to. If I don't, well, it's just going to remain here for a while. So, let's start. I've got no much comment. First let's find a topic to talk about, and with that, I'm going to resort to the internet. Just give me a random topic to talk about. Let's go to Firefox. Give me a random topic to talk about. What's my favorite TV show? Okay, I used to be a big fan of The Walking Dead, if uh, any of you recognize it. It's the old, not old, I wouldn't say it's old, but it's a zombie show featuring, I forgot the actor's name, but featuring Rick Grimes, one of the characters. I used to be very into that, but as the seasons go on, it just got so repetitive and boring, and I dropped it off after season 8 or 9. Igat was good though. But my current favorite TV show is probably Chernobyl. It's probably one of my most favorite what do you call it? One of my most favorite entertainment, a medium of entertainment in this past few years. It just felt very cinematic. It felt like you could truly picture the horrors of what happened at Chernobyl during that time, where the nuclear reactor 3 exploded. I was very heavily influenced by that. I started doing some of my own research about Chernobyl, like why it happened, what went wrong, and though that side of me has passed, fortunately, so I don't have to be that cringy. It was truly, I would say, a masterpiece. I'm talking, but I'm not making any progress in building. Okay, let us build. You know what? I changed my mind. I do not want to build here anymore. Let's build an interior. I'm trying to fill up my European area interiors, so it gives off more life, if you can say that, because now it just looks very empty. Only a few of the buildings have interiors. Like, let's say this one. I think this is a bookshop. Oh god, it's laggy. Yeah, this is a bookstore. I really hope it's not laggy in the final cut. Maybe it is, who knows. How long have I been recording for? Let's check. 22 minutes. Let's go for a bit more, since I have nothing else to do. It's currently 9:10. Let's stop at 9:30 or maybe 9:20. Let's pick a building. Let's finish this building off. I started on this interior yesterday. I finished the front desk of it. Actually no, let's not record this side. Let's record here, since it's way less laggier. I'm not sure why, but it is. Let's pick an empty building. Let's pick this. That's a nice small building. Let's start with the roof. So what I normally like to do with the roof is not try to make it flat. So as you can see here, you can see what I'm going to do. Oh, logs. So if you give, try not to fill up the whole roof with oak logs. Sorry. You can see it gives off some kind of depth, and with that we can try to find our slabs. Spruce slab, since it matches very well with oak logs. Put here. Fill up the gaps with it. There you go. See, it gives off a very nice, unique depth towards it, though I don't really like the orange sticking out. Can replace that. There you go. Can you replace this orange, or will that lead towards outside? Can't. Okay, yeah, we have to deal with that. But I can see with just adding those simple depth, it adds character. I wouldn't say character. It adds uniqueness towards it. It doesn't feel shallow. Like when we come inside the building, you can tell it's not that half-assed. Because I don't really want someone to come inside the building and think, he didn't put that much effort into it. I want to feel like every building has its own unique touch towards it. Though most of the buildings in Babylon now is empty, so I can't really say anything about that. I thought I'd sound like a hypocrite. But by lowering this down by one block, I think that will eliminate the awkward texture between the wood and the orange wood. Am I making sense here? Bye? Who's still watching this video? I don't think anyone is. I think people will just come here. Oh, 10 minutes. That's enough. I showed my support. Let's watch something else. But you know what? I don't mind. it's still it's fun. Although I'm rambling here and all, here and there, I'm not that cohesive. Cohesive. That just proved my point. My English is not the best when it comes to speaking. Writing is different. Uh, I would assume I'm better at writing, but I can't say for myself without being biased. Uh, how do I have no idea what to say after that. Okay, I remember my point. I remember what I wanted to say. My accent is not there. I have a typical Malaysian accent. Not typical. My accent has a bit of a Malaysian tint towards it. Though I have been whitewashed, or not whitewashed. That's a bit rude to say. I have been influenced by the by the internet, where everyone gives off that you know what? Just to put it in simple terms, I have been affected by the Americans, though not as much, where my accent completely changed. But it's enough for me to distinguish myself from Malaysians or fellow Malaysians. I think if actually maybe not, I probably still sound Malaysian to 90% of Malaysians. But never mind. You know what? My point is going nowhere, so let's change topic. You know what? Back to Firefox. Let us see what should I talk about next. My favorite book. Okay, this is probably one of Stephen King's book, which is The Stand. Actually, it might not be a stand. It might be Under the Dome. Under the Dome was one of my first Stephen King books. Not the first. The first was It, if I remember correctly. That was also good. It's just Under the Dome was way better. It really felt like cosmic horror. That was my first introduction to cosmic horror. I got inspired by. No, not I got inspired. I forgot what I wanted to say again. Damn, I'm really not cut it out for talking. What was the guy's name? H.P. Lovecraft, yeah. Stephen King got inspired by him, I think. I can't really say for sure, but I can feel some connections towards his work. Where he... I'm saying a lot of us. What did he make? He made Cthulhu, right? H.P. Lovecraft. I think, if I remember correctly, I might just be telling lies here. I could be not. I might just be speaking facts. Who knows? But I can really feel the inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft. But I don't know. It feels like Stephen King's work is more grounded in reality, where something suddenly happens and it feels people react in a realistic way. Though I can't really compare it to H.P. Lovecraft, since I've only heard about him. I've not actually read most of his work, actually any of his work. I just know about it. But it feels, Stephen King really makes it feel like the people are actually people and not characters in a book, which is what I really treasure when looking at characters. So I don't want them to feel like, oh, this is just another character in a normal book, in a normal story. I want them to feel like actual people that have lives on their own. But that's something that I can't really find in this medium, in the entertainment medium nowadays. Like I've read a lot of manga. None of them really made me feel like they are humans. Partly because they always voice their thoughts out in their head, which is very jarring. But at the same time, it's kind of acceptable in the manga medium. But who am I to judge? I'm just someone playing Minecraft at 9:17 at night. I don't really have a say in this. Actually, I do. As a consumer, I do have a say in this. But I can't really criticize it harshly, since if I were to be challenged to make like a manga of my own, I would do horribly, since I don't have the experience nor the creativity to do it. I'm just a guy who plays Minecraft for fun. But with that said, let's move on to the next topic. Let me think. I shall not refer to Firefox for this. Yeah, I shall refer to Firefox for this. I can't think of anything. Who is my favorite band? I don't really have one. Maybe it's Queen. I really like their songs. What are you doing this weekend? I do not know. I wish I knew. Do you like to cook or bake? Neither. I have not tried. Actually, I tried to cook. It didn't turn out so good. I know how to cook. I know how to cook potatoes though. Potatoes are the what do I say? Are the bread and butter of cooking. Where it just goes with everything. Like you can make French fries and those are bomb. Then you can make mashed potato, which are another bombing dish. Like bro, you know what? This really makes me realize potatoes are really good. Like there's never an instance where it can go bad. Like I don't know. You can't really think of a bad potato dish. What's a bad potato dish? I assume just a burnt French fry. So technically everything burnt tastes bad. Is there something burnt that tastes good? I can't really tell. I can't really think about it. Move on to the next question. Give me something I can ramble on about. Come on. Better, more realistic questions. Excuse me. I'm scrolling down. Do I prefer tea or soda? I can't drink tea and I don't like soda. So, neither. What's the best concert I have been to? Nothing. Who's my role model? Okay, this I can talk about. I've actually made a presentation about this in my college. Talking about my role model. And that is C-Dog VA. Or Connor. As I assume a lot of people know him since he's quite famous in the circle that I'm in. Though he's not that big in the general sense of things, but he is quite famous. What I like about him is his humbleness, where he doesn't really feel like a streamer, he more feels like a normal dude, which I really appreciate. He feels like he's grounded in reality and not some like rich, far off guy that owns 50 cars or something. That's partly why I like him. It's just because he's just a dude. That's all I can say about it. I think, is he streaming now? If it's streaming now, means I may just stop recording and watch him. Let me check. Twitch. No, he is not. So I shall record and do my stuff instead. Got nothing much to say about him. He's just a really good role model to have. Cause before this I didn't really have any role model. Though I wanted to have a role model. It's healthy to have one, since it's nice to have someone that you look up to. And I actually found it when he did his cycleton, when he was thanking his viewers. That was the point where I treated him as a role model and not just someone that entertains me. That sounds very egotistical of me. But I did think of him as an entertainer, but an actual role model. I do not need to add chains there. Why am I adding chains there? Does this room look good? It kind of doesn't. But I've got kind of limited space here. Maybe I can add trapdoors. There you go. I'm actually putting soft jazz music in the background. I'm not sure whether you guys can hear it. If you guys can, that's good. So when I pause for like a few seconds, it won't feel awkward. But if you guys don't, well, that'll be awkward. Hopefully the next episode or next session, everything will be fine. Because I do not know what I'm doing. Because I don't really like editing. That's why I don't plan to edit any of these sessions or any of these yapping sessions. Because editing is just another big headache. Yapping is not a big headache, but it's proving to be a bit more difficult than what I originally thought, where I just come, yap, and go. But I think I overestimated myself. I thought I have a lot to talk about, but I actually don't. So here am I. I still commit. You know what? I'll commit to make a second episode. I shall not actually no. I shall not give promises that I can't. I shall not give promises that I can't deliver on. Because if I promise a second episode and that never comes, that's going to be very awkward for me and for you. You know what? I've got nothing. I do not know what else to put here. I want to put a mirror here. You know what? Let's make a mirror out of banners. I've actually learned this trick, if I remember how to do this trick correctly. Let's get some dye. I think it's white dye, white, blue and black dye. Let's get blue. Where is the blue? Okay. Now, first you start. I think you start off with a blue banner, a white. You go for this, right? Yeah, you go for that. And then you change it to a black dye. Add some. Actually, no, you change it to a white dye first. Then add this. Yeah, now it's coming back together. Then change this, put here. Now you add the black border. Where is the black? Ah, there you go. Now you add the black dye. Create a black border. There you go. That's a mirror. You know, yeah, maybe you can make this into like a barber. Because you had the space for it, like just for one person, one small person that is. I feel like this has the potential to be a barber styled room. So for that, let's make a chair. Let's see. Let's go with spruce. That doesn't work that good. Let's add a slab first. That should work better. You know what? This will be a unique barber. Where instead of sitting on one seat, you sit on a sofa instead. Does that look good? No, that doesn't look good. What can I do to improve this? Can I add signs? There you go. Maybe we can remove these. Yeah, let's put white smooth quartz block here, so it gives off the impression of it being a cushion. And let's add some banners. Let's go with purple. Why not? There you go. Yeah, that looks like a decent sofa. Not sofa. That looks like a decent chair. It's slightly too big to be a single chair, but it works. Maybe the barber can stand here. It can add a plant here, so it doesn't look that dull. Let's take a composter. I'm about to sneeze. 1 minute. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully the mic didn't catch that. I don't know why, but I suddenly got flu today. It happened in the morning. Hopefully I get well tomorrow. If I do get well tomorrow, I may just record another episode. Who knows? Oh ho ho. What else can you do? You can add spruce fence gate here, just to give it a little bit more character. I'm just throwing words. I don't even know whether what I'm saying makes sense. I'm saying it gives character, but I don't know what character it gives. And it sounds very cliche to say that. That's probably why I thought of it in the first place. We got to do something about the floor. We got to give it a bit more texture. Let's take sand. Oh yeah, sand is affected by gravity. Excuse me. Flu is not going to go away. Let's fill this up. Now, by doing this, the sand won't fall to the bottom of the ocean. Oh, there you go. Holy shit. My flu suddenly got 10 times worse. I shall still power through it. You know what? I'll do for another... let's finish this room and then I'll stop. So by adding this sand here, it doesn't feel... How do I explain this like a normal person would? How do I explain this like someone doing a video essay would? By adding sand here, it gives off a charm that most flat floors are. I'm just mocking people now, I should stop that. But you can see, although there's not much difference, it feels realistic. It feels like a stain on the floor. It doesn't feel flat, if I would say. One thing we can actually texturize is also the fireplace here. We can add granite. Is this granite? No, yeah, granite and polished granite. So it blends well with bricks. So put that there. Doesn't have the effect as of yet, but we can add more textures in by using, where is it? Wax exposed copper. It has to be waxed. If not, it'll turn blue. It's coming together now. Maybe you can put one at the roof. There you go. Yeah, I'm happy about this room. Maybe we can add a few paintings. Item frame painting, especially one here. Can I add one behind here? Can I add one here? Yeah, okay. There you go. And I can put the shears at item frame. Though cutting someone's hair with shears is probably not a good idea. But still, it gives off. It tells the it tells the viewer that there you go. This is a barber, since shears basically represent scissors in Minecraft. Okay, do something about this wall. Let's check. You can put some shelves, flower pots. Let us stake dark oak trapdoor. Nah. That doesn't give off a good. It doesn't feel even. Put that there. Nah. What can I do here? It feels empty. Because the way I build, I normally like to make it cramped. Though I know that's not what a lot of people like. It's just I like to make things messy. I don't know why. It just feels better if it's messy. Yeah, I know I'm happy with that. I'm not sure what it represents, but it doesn't make the wall feel that boring. Maybe. Oh, this goes in. I can't break the wall. Oops. Okay. Oh, you can add a flower pot there, so adds a bit of color. There you go. So what I do here normally is try to get a flower that contrasts the colors around it. So normally, if the mirror wasn't here, I would take blue. But since the mirror is already blue, that's not really a viable option. I can't take green. Let's peruse what flowers do we have. There are purple flower. Do we? This is a bit purple. Can use this. We can use red. Yeah, red would be good. Let's see. Purple looks fine. Yeah, purple is better, I think. Is it? Yeah, it should be. Okay. This room is still not finished. I'm still not that. I feel like I still can add a bit more character towards it. Maybe a welcome sign? Where can I add the welcome sign though? Can I add a Can I add a hanging sign towards the side of a wall? Is it possible? Does it look good? No, it doesn't. Okay. So maybe we can add it over here. Does that look good? We just can spam this. Yeah, that looks okay. It acts like, it feels like it's partitioning the room towards this small area over here. So it's not really an area, it's just a block. Is there anything behind this? There's another room behind this, okay. Shall not disturb it. You know what? I'm happy. This room is pretty good in my standards. I've finished this in about, what, 10 minutes? Okay, I think it's more than 10 minutes already. But you know what? I'm happy. Session 1 progress. We made the room. Not big progress, but I'll add the owner here, maybe to add like a barber, like an NPC here. And maybe he offers you to cut hair. But when he offers you to cut hair and actually cuts your hair, they give you blade instead. So we can represent the blade by redstone. So that adds, it doesn't feel just like a normal shop, it feels more like an experience instead. Am I making sense? The whole time I've been talking, I think I've just been mumbling. I don't even know whether my English is recognizable by you American audience, if they even are American audience watching. But hopefully it is. I don't want to sit here for about, how long has this been? Let me check. 46 minutes. I want at least 50% of the video to be recognizable. Hopefully it is. Though I feel like looking back on it, it'll just be very cringy. But you know what? Cringiness helps build character. And well, to build character you need cringiness. I'm just repeating the stuff I've said. Now you know what? Let's go into F5. You know what? We shall end off today's session here. We've built a very nice small room, a barber's room. Hopefully when the NPC gets added, I can update you guys on it. Okay, move out of my way, okay? Don't block me. Okay, but that's it. I shall end off today's session here. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I'm not that sure when I'm going to be recording again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month. Maybe I won't be even recording again. Maybe this just be once in a lifetime thing. But who knows? Only the future can tell. With that said, goodbye. Oh god. Wait, no, this is not how I record. Okay, you know what? I got to have a smoother transition to stop recording. The stop button is right here, but I have to come out of full screen. Yeah, I should stop talking after I say goodbye. Okay, goodbye for real.